Great morning.
Great morning.
Great morning.
Great morning.
And welcome back to another episode of Great Morning. I'm your host, Christian Murmer, Murms, Murmdog, whatever the fuck you want to call me. And to the bottom right of my computer screen, we have the boss, the pimp, the CEO, the chief, slightly special himself, Jimmy the Shooter. How you doing today?
Man, let me tell what it's a Saturday, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah, it's a Saturday. Thank God it's a Saturday. Dude, this week has been busy. All busy as get out. And I've been waiting for today since last Saturday.
Why?
You know, I wasn't actually expecting you to ask me all these difficult questions.
Oh, wow. I know these hard questions.
Does anybody really need a reason why to love a Saturday? It's Saturday.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, it's like you get some coffee, you wake up, you do a podcast, and then you eat food and watch Netflix all day, unless you actually have a life.
Yeah. You tend to be busy. That's why I asked.
This is like a vacation for me. I'm so excited for today, dude. I don't know. I'm just so fucking happy about it.
You're very hyped up.
You look at the schedule and you're like, I got shit to do. Hell yeah.
Happy. I'm very happy for you. I'm happy
man.
you got.
And look, I'm not in a hotel room today.
You're not. Yeah, you're back in your
I was on a
studio.
streak. I was on a streak, man. I was on a streak for a little bit.
I told you next time we do Great Morning Trivia, one of the questions is going to be which of the hosts records 50% of the time in some hotel room that's nowhere near their studio and surprised us all that they're even in a hotel room during this recording.
Someone will be like, Rush the Visionary.
Yeah, it's going to be Rush the Visionary. No.
I'm excited for today, man. I'm also excited for our guest. I'm also excited for the episode. I'm excited for what we got lined up. So let's get to that shit. Let's get it cracking.
Hell yeah. All right, man. It's great to hear from you. And I want to introduce someone else before we get into our honored guest. To the top left of my computer screen, we have with us our in-studio comedian, Topazkin Chubbsway. Chuck, how you doing today, bro?
Man, what's good, y'all? I'm good. I'm real good. You know,
real
had
good?
a pretty interesting week. I walked in on my teenage daughter, like in the bathroom, practicing her smile. She told me.
It's still mind blowing. It's mind blowing. She's a teenager.
I know. When you knew her, she was wearing glitter shoes. Now she's like, I want $150 dunks. I'm like, what? But nah, man. I walked in the bathroom. Because I was like, man, she's in the bathroom for a long time, but the door was cracked. So I was like, I think it's safe, right?
Yeah.
And she's just in there just doing all these different kinds of faces. And I'm like, okay, what do you smiling at yourself? And she was like, yeah, I'm practicing my smile. And then all I could think was, I was like, I guess it could be worse. Like if she was a boy, you walk in on them jerking off. So, I mean, she's still innocent. This is good.
Yes.
I'm doing good.
What if she's working on her mischievous smile? Like her
Joker?
evil, I'm going to turn on dad. I need more stuff. Where's my smile to get more stuff, dad? Smile.
Oh, I thought you were talking about if she's like a famous bank robber and she's taking her wanted picture.
Her side by side.
No, she doesn't have to do any of that. She's like, she gets her way even when she's mad. She be gangbanging on chicken nuggets. Like, she gets her way.
What does that mean?
Like, even on the other day, she was just like, can you give me some water? I was like, damn. Yeah, I guess. I got you. Coming right up. She gets her way anyway. She doesn't have to do like some weird smile or something. But it was kind of an awkward moment and a proud moment as a dad, because I was like, man, she could be practicing a whole lot worse.
Yeah, of course. Smile.
Yeah.
Chuck, what are you drinking there?
This is apple Ciroc and some red juice.
Wait. What?
Red drink or red?
Are you on vacation?
No, I'm in the crib.
What time is it?
It's a Saturday. 9 a.m. That's what I'm saying, people. We live for Saturdays. What a great opportunity. Shit, I can do it.
Oh, did we not forget? I am also a sailor, a drinking,
Yeah,
cursing,
You're right.
dirty mouth fucking sailor. Did we forget that?
Yeah,
No,
Murms,
we
you
did not.
forget your fucking roots.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I
You forget your
forgot.
fucking
Sorry.
roots.
Get out the military. Now 9 a.m.'s different. It's weird
Yeah.
now.
I
Yeah.
know.
We got
Or you
problems
some-
over here.
I apologize.
Oh my God, it's morning time. You should be drinking coffee. Well, I had my fucking coffee. I had my fish oil. I had my milk thistle, and now I'm drinking Ciroc.
You think this motherfucking cappuccino's got milk in it?
Yeah. Cappuccinos tend to have
Well, it
milk in
probably does.
I was gonna say
I lost it. I lost the
it'd
punchline.
be, without that, I think it would just be a shot of espresso, right?
Yeah, well, espresso and
No.
I'm not drinking this morning. I'm not. I was
You're
gonna lie. I can't.
You're just be on my side anyway.
No, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm your hype man. We here.
I wouldn't have said anything if I knew I was going to get chewed out. That was a
Snitch.
mistake on my part.
Snitch. You're a snitch.
You know what? Girls have their backup friend that's on their side note regardless. Why can't you?
You got a backup friend. You're both chewing me out. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm getting shit on here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like,
shit
damn.
on or shit it in.
She wrote
Yeah.
17 dicks in Cancun. She was on vacation. Like, all right, damn. All right, cool.
Well, fuck, man. I'm sorry. I won't mention that shit again. Well, anyway,
she just
guys.
got out of a divorce. Like, all right, go ahead.
What you sipping on there, Chuck? Kool-Aid? Bullshit.
Fucking bullshit. Oh man. Well, hey guys, I'm so happy you're both here with us. We have I believe a wonderful podcast ahead of us because we have a guest. We have a new guest. This is our first time on the show. You know, we have had a few comedians on lately, and today we're having another one. And her name is Sarafina Ludlow. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing so well. I'm doing really well. I've not done much because I rolled out of bed and I'm here, but I'm doing well.
Yeah, you had a show last night, right?
I did. And it turned out to be more of like a glorified open mic, which is great.
Yeah.
I'll take it. But yeah, it was very late. But we got a little bit of sleep and now we're here. So it's all groovy.
How was what was the show like? Were you just doing stand up or were you doing improv like one of your characters up there?
Yeah, I did characters last night actually. It was at UCB, the Upright Citizens Brigade, which I've not performed there yet until last night. But it was good. I did characters last night because there's like a lot of outlets to do stand up, but not very many outlets to like try out characters until you're like doing it for a show. Because like if I took a character to an open mic, the guys there would be probably not the most receptive. I don't know. Maybe they would. Maybe I'm thinking, in my head, but I don't think they would love if I showed up in like wigs and costumes and stuff. But yes, this is might be a little deterred. But I don't know. It was good to just like try some shit out. So I did a couple characters and yeah, it was fun. It was good. It was a very like easy, laid back audience because it's 11:30 midnight. Like people are just there.
They're
for a
just
good
chilling
time.
Off on their Friday.
Yeah.
Happy to be out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Best time to test a new character out, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Work through the weeds.
Work through the weeds. Yeah. So I wanted to ask, because we kind of talked about this. I know you and I had a meeting the other day to just give you a rundown of how the podcast worked. So I know you're in LA right now, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you're in LA primarily. And where were you from originally? So like when I say originally, right? Like, so when you were birthed, so like when you were a baby, where were you when that occurred?
Why not just say born?
I just wanted to make sure everyone understands.
This is a little.
Sometimes our listeners ask questions when I say born. So
like, what does born mean?
Where do you hail from? Where do you hail from?
Because
that's not a different thing either, is it? Because I'm trying to keep up.
What do you mean?
Where do you hail from?
Or where?
Like I mean, this is just. Please don't tell me this is some kind of PC group thing that's coming up now.
Where you birthed and hailed
where you
from?
hail from?
Are you trying to be careful? Oh my God! Don't please.
No, I just wanted to figure out her, where she was when she
origin story.
Origin story.
Yeah, origin story. Well, first, not to like derail from me, but where are you guys right now? Where are you guys based? You're in LA as well? You're 9 a.m., right? So
I'm actually on the East Coast. I'm in New Jersey right now. And
okay.
Jimmy, where are you? I'll let you say where you are.
San Diego.
Ooh.
And Chuck, where are you?
This asshole place of a place called Lemoore, California, which is like 30 minutes south of Fresno.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where they are.
But I love LA. Love LA. Oh God.
Yeah. It's grown on me a lot. It's grown on me a lot in ways that I didn't think it would. But I was born in northern Utah, and then I was there for 3 years, went to upstate New York, was there for 4 years.
So at that point,
you're
now a toddler in New York. Is that correct? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out.
New York, I'm there.
Yeah. So most people, I don't know. I just didn't want them to be confused and think that you stayed a baby for a number of years and then traveled.
That was really, thank you for clarifying that, because we wouldn't want the listeners to think I was
they get confused
a baby.
Sometimes.
Hitchhiking baby.
Hitchhiking baby.
Your listeners sound, I want to have them on my side, so I won't say. I feel like you're, anyway.
They ask the tough questions.
They ask the tough questions, like what does born mean?
Yeah.
But I went from Utah to New York, from New York to Central California. And at this point I am 8 for the listener's sake.
Okay.
And then right before high school, I moved to Minnesota, and then 2 years in Minnesota, and then finished high school in Southern Utah.
Wow. Okay.
So we moved a lot of moving. So where was I born? Northern Utah, but we didn't stay there for long.
A lot of moving around. Yes, I have written here on my notes. The one thing is, do not mention the Mormons. So I won't. Do
and then you did it.
I did it. Shit. Oh, sorry about that.
I don't mind at all if you mention the Mormons. You just were like, we don't really tackle religion. And I know. Oh well. I'm from Utah, so people always ask about religion.
All right,
so
and get ready because we're talking about Mormons for the next 40 minutes. So I hope everyone.
That's why you brought me on.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
It could be worse. I mean, you could talk about the Jews, and then now the show's off the air. God damn.
Now we're sued. We're all sued.
Now we're sued. Thanks, Chuck. Well, I mean, that happens anyway. But thanks, Chuck.
Of course. So I want to know next. So at what point, and it might have, probably, I'm assuming, I could be wrong, but it might have happened when you were younger. When did you start doing just stage work? Did you go to school? Were you doing musical theater? Were you doing any of that stuff? When did you want to go on stage? When did that start for you?
I very early on started doing community theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was doing that. I did summer camp plays and stuff when we were in New York. So 4, 5, 6. And then when we moved to California, they had a huge youth performing arts thing. And so I got I played soccer and I did musicals. And those were my two. I was very type A perfectionist. And so I was just obsessed with both. And then moving a lot, it was hard to when we moved to Utah, it was very, they had kind of these were our theater kids. These were and so it was hard for me to get into any sort of plays or anything like that. And so I just kind of focused on academics. And then college, I went to school I have a bachelor's of science, went for nutrition. I was I'm not going to do it. But it was right after the night of college graduation, I flew out to Chicago and started doing comedy. And that's where I kind of was we're going to do this for real. But yeah, I was always obsessed with Saturday Night Live. I have a tattoo for SNL on my arm.
What's the tattoo
obsessed with it. It's just a little 11:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it starts at 11:30, and then Lorne Michaels has a quote: "We don't go on because we're ready. We go on because it's 11:30." Mm-hmm. So that's always just been you jump in, you might not feel ready, it might not be perfect timing or anything, but you just both feet hop in. So yeah, I mean, I was always I loved attention. I was the middle child, so anything I could do to get attention, I was all in for.
Of course.
But it wasn't until right after college that I was this is something that you can actually do. So I'm gonna do it. But. So
yeah, were you always interested in comedy then? It wasn't just all stuff, because I know we've looked through your Instagram and stuff, so I know also you're a very talented singer as well. So
thank you.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was always like you were always interested in comedy, or if there was other things that you were interested in as well. And of course, like you said, you had a bachelor's in nutrition, so there's a bunch of stuff you're interested in.
Yeah, the nutrition thing, that was just like what's safe, which like is very very counterintuitive to my personality now. I'm like, fuck it, whatever, try things, who knows. But at the time I was very like, well, again, do this, so let's do nutrition because that's logical. But yeah, I always had a leaning towards comedy. I really loved how like transformative you could be and how goofy it was. I was always obsessed with like Steve Martin and Martin Short, and then Kristen Wiig and Tina Fey. I just loved that it was very, I mean, this is going to sound so cliche, but it was very empowering, like as a woman, as a girl, to just be able to like look weird and look dumb and be goofy. And like, if it was intentional, then it was cool. And so I just loved that. And I loved that you could like talk about things that maybe were harder to talk about, but if you could do it funny, if you could do it in a smart way, then that was good. So I kind of liked the tool that comedy was. And I mean, it's time as old as tale, but we moved every like 3 years. So I kind of had to like, having a little bit of a sense of humor was a, survival technique. So
of course. No, I understand.
Are you military?
No, people always assume that I'm military, though all of my siblings do have think that my dad's actually in the CIA, but he's just a professor.
It's one of the
he's a teacher.
One of those situations.
He's a teacher who, if he doesn't mind me saying, has ADHD, and my parents moved a lot before they had kids. So I'm like, I think you guys just are restless and like to move. But it was always for like different job opportunities or to be closer to family, or the 2008 recession. So it was always,
oh yes, of course,
like stuff like that. But people assume military, rightfully so.
Great recession, as they call it. Yes.
I think one of the coolest things about moving around is, one, you get to meet a lot of different personality types. Yeah. And I know like Minnesota is kind of cold. Utah, and I'm pretty sure it gets a little cold, but like in Minnesota, it'd be like Minnesota. And then whenever you're moving that much, all the way from like New York to like the Midwest to the West Coast, that's a good foundation to build characters and to get different personality traits.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's like a thing that like a lot of characters are based off of like versions of people that I've seen and voices that I've heard. And then like, it just gives me like, I mean, those states, like political, religious, social, like all of the ideologies of those states, they're very different.
Yeah.
Like Utah to California, New York, like, Minnesota, they're all very different. So it was really good for like kind of just like seeing all different points of view and kind of like getting my feet that way. I'm really close to my siblings because of it, because it was kind of like a pack. But I wouldn't change it.
Yeah, man, it's like a solid tool for the toolbox. Do you feel like whenever you're in a character role, because I know you kind of immerse into the mindset, and I play characters every now and then, here and there.
Yeah, he does.
Whenever I get into character, I feel like I can get away with saying shit because it's not me.
Like what? Like what?
Yeah, it's someone else.
It's someone else. It's not me. It's just a fucking, just other being.
He can't say it now because if he says it now, then he's saying it as him. But no, I totally
last
get that.
podcast.
Yeah. When you're D-bag, you can get away with anything when you're D-bag.
D-bag Boogie gets away with anything and everything
because he's literally a plastic, or no, sorry, a paper bag. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Yes, he's not plastic. He's a paper.
I love that. Yeah, paper bag.
Yeah. D-bag
That's
Boogie
great.
Is a brown paper bag who has had a rough life. And,
that's brilliant. I love that. I love niche bits, and that's a niche bit.
It's funny. We usually get to see D-Bag for the back to school specials we do. I don't know why D-Bag is there for that, but he is, and it's usually pretty fucking hysterical.
It's a safe space because it allows me to be kind of racist, but not actually involve a race. So it's like plastic and paper, right?
Yeah, he hates plastic.
Yeah.
Plastic, these plastic motherfuckers.
We're talking to D-Bag for 10 minutes about how he hates plastic bags.
Yeah.
So with you,
that's smart. That is very clever. I love that.
Hell yeah. So with you and your characters, what character do you have that you feel like kind of is the edgy, let me push these boundaries,
Ooh, none of my characters really necessarily say anything that I'm like, that I wouldn't feel great about like standing behind necessarily.
Yeah.
But like the ones, I don't know, I do this character, I don't do it often, but I'm trying to do it more. I actually did it last night. I tested out a bit. Her name's Rockstar Lady, and she speaks in like it's an accent. You don't know, like it's kind of hard. You don't know where to place her. Like, is she, her name's Rockstar Lady, so it's a woman, but like she has very like male masculine energy. She gives like dating tips. And her accent is like kind of Eastern European. So that's the one where I say some like things that I don't believe, that I just think like highlight just like some shit that people say sometimes that's like ignorant or dumb or whatever, and so she's just so like zany and like, I don't even know what this person is, like, who are they, what is this, where are they from? And so like that's the one that I probably say like the stuff that like is the most just like off the wall. I do an influencer, like a Utah mommy blogger character.
Yeah.
That actually, that's probably the one that I say things that I don't believe the most, but it's to highlight just like where does this come from? Yeah. So that's probably the one where I'm like, let's just see how nonsensical I can get with these theories.
Of course, yes. So I know we're kind of jumping ahead, obviously talking about your characters now, but I wanted to see, when did you specifically transition into like improv?
I left literally the night of college graduation.
Yeah.
I flew out to Chicago I was like, okay, I know nothing about this other than like, I've read Tina Fey's book. I've read Amy Poehler's book. I know everybody goes to Chicago. Let's go to Chicago. I had signed up for Improv 101 at Improv Olympic in a sketch writing class, SNL sketch writing. And it was like a 2-month block. I was like, I'm going to do those. And then I had already like planned to backpack through Europe, like a classic post-college situation. So I'd like saved up for that. So I was like, we're going to do improv, see if we like it, then go on with our lives. But I really liked it. So I was like, okay, after I do this trip I have planned, I'm going to move out to LA and like do it there. And then there's a lot of bouncing around. I moved back to Chicago, back to LA. But it was like the night of college graduation, flew out, started the next day doing improv, really loved it, loved the community of it, loved how like people are just trying stuff and it was okay to fail. And I really liked that aspect of it.
That's awesome. Do you, so I know you said you did some sketch writing. Do you still do a lot of writing before, like, so for instance, like these reels we'll see on Instagram of you as the characters, do you do a lot of writing before you do that, or no, do you just go right into it?
For those, I normally just go right into it. I'll have like an idea for a bit. I'll put the camera on me. I'll do an improvised take. And then I'll be like, okay, I liked this, didn't like this. And then I'll film it again, maybe 1 or 2 times. I've had to cap myself because I just would record a billion videos thinking I could do it better and better. And then I always kind of go with like the second one. So I've like capped myself. But yeah, I'll just improvise it once and then like polish the improvising and go from there. But I do still write, just not for like the characters.
Yeah, it's pretty damn impressive actually watching these reels, we should say, right? Because
thank you.
They go on for longer than I feel like you see most of that stuff go on for, and you stay in character the whole time and you're constantly, there's no like breaks or there's no messing up, and there's no, from what I've seen so far, at least, there's no edits where, like, for instance, you said something for 5 seconds, then you could tell, like, it was edited, you came back later, did another recording. It's all straight through. So do you find it difficult to stay in character for a while and do those things and, continuously talk and act like that? I don't, but I do find it difficult to edit videos and do anything cool. I'm just a dumbass. I'm not, that's like why my videos are like one take, is because I'm lazy and I hate social media. And I'm like, I just got to film it. Yeah, no, I like that. I just gotta make this shit and get it out there. Exactly. I'm like, if I don't just do it, I'm not gonna do it. If I try and make it too much of a thing, I'm never gonna edit it. If I like film some elaborate thing, so it's actually that. Yeah, it's 100%. That's an awesome reason, because it from that we take it as like, no, I have to now be an expert at this one thing, because the other thing I suck at. I can't edit videos, so I have to be good as just constantly. I have to do one take. Called KISS. It's called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, exactly. My mom always said that. Keep it simple, stupid.
It's interesting to hear you just get into it. Me, I have to like dress up as the character, and I'm that whole character for like a few hours before I even film anything.
That's great though. That's just like good for everybody around you.
This man has walked around my house with aluminum foil on his teeth called Pimp Fuchsia. He's got a pink wig. And he's literally like, we would do a shoot because we had this thing called Topaz Kid, and it was kind of the same thing, like improv, Snapchat sketch comedy. And we would do different characters. And I think I had like a cocaine addict. What was that guy's? What was that character's name?
No, that was you. You were actually, remember, you were addicted to cocaine very heavily.
He's talking about the rock star.
Yeah, I had a rock star character addicted to cocaine and blow up dolls. And
Chad. His name's Chad.
Chad. Get the fuck up. So Chad, and then he would be Pimp Fuchsia, and we would like literally just be setting up for something to shoot. But I feel like we missed out on so much opportunity just because the camera wasn't rolling.
Yeah, because we're in character the whole time.
Yeah,
pretty much living.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Before we filmed, I think you were Chad for like 4 hours. We were drinking the 40s.
Yeah, wow, it was a mess. It was
some
a
method actors over here, huh?
Yeah, drinking 40s.
Gotta get in the game, baby.
It's a great excuse to just like be a person that like is part of you, like that came from a part of your brain.
Yeah,
it's and then you just get to be that for an afternoon.
It's like a superpower, but who's to say that we can't be characters in life whenever the fuck we want? Like, if I want to go to the grocery store as a dude addicted to cocaine, rock music, blow-up dolls, that sips on 40s all day and wears a scarf in the winter or the summer, why not?
But that's the thing. You should like. So that's like a big thing that. So I've here in LA, I do the Groundlings,
which is awesome, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
That's a big deal.
I'm on my holding period for the last level. You're like on if you graduate to the last level of writing lab, I'm now on like a who knows how long wait list. But their big thing is like they're like, take your characters out in the wild, like go to the grocery store as this person, like have an interaction, just see how they like exist in the world. And it is like I don't know, I get a lot of shit from family and friends because like this voice, I'm pretty sure this is my real voice, but it does sound cooler and raspy right now because I just woke up. But yeah, I switch in between voices and people just because it's just like when I get awkward, I turn into a different person, and when I'm socially anxious, I'm a different person, and it just like permisses my shit behavior.
That's awesome.
Would you say it's fair to say that in reality, a lot of entertainers tend to be socially awkward or socially anxious?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I have so many get-togethers with like, well, not so many get-togethers that makes me sound far more popular than I am, but like, it's like a bunch of comedians and I'm like, oh, we are all in our heads right now. Like we are all just stiff as a board, not sure, Yeah. Oh, I am an introvert to the core.
That's the thing, introverts, right? Like a lot of it, it's all the time because even like right now, right? Like your social media, the characters are very out there, right? And your stand-up is very out there, but that takes mental energy. So it's like after exercising all this mental energy, sometimes you sit back and sit down and be like, oh man, I love being alone.
Oh yeah, love being alone. Love just, no, it's I don't know. I love being with people, but like there's like a cap. Like and once it gets over 5 people, I get a little nervous, get in my head. I've gone better at it with years, but I used to just like avoid it at all costs. But
so have you ever heard of and I hope you have, if not, I'll tell you more about it. But have you ever heard of the podcast? And shout out to them, of course. We like to shout out other podcasts here. The Comedy Bang Bang.
Yes, I need to listen to it more, but I have listened to quite a few episodes.
That would be, I think, an extraordinary. I think there's a way you can try to. I don't know if it's like an audition, but I think there's a possibility you can be on there to be one of because how Scott Aukerman usually does it is right. He has like a regular guest who's like that person. So say it's fucking Jason Mantzoukas or something. Has that? Then he'll usually have like a veteran person. Veteran improv. Improv is it? Who do you call? What's the title? Improviser. Yeah. He has like a veteran improviser come on. And then usually there's like one or two, they could be veterans outside, but not veterans to the show that come on. So I was seeing if We should look into that, see if there's a possibility of getting you on that, because that'd be an awesome opportunity for you, I believe.
That would be incredible. My brain would explode.
It's very funny. And Jimmy, I see.
Oh yeah,
we're still on time. I have a few more questions. If I look, he's trying to edge us to the word of the day here.
Subtle.
I wanted to ask you, but before we get into that, what are you obviously said Saturday Night Live, so that's a big influence for you. But what are some of your other influences for improv specifically?
Improv specifically, I'll be honest, I have not, since I left Chicago, I've not done pure improv for a minute. I've done more stand up and sketch, but I mean, I love. Now I'm gonna just recently. I think you should leave, which isn't improv.
Yes,
but he's just like such a brilliant, like
that is so funny,
off the wall sketch and bits and characters, and that's like a really great thing for me to reference of just go for it. Like, who knows what's going to be funny until you try it.
That's awesome. I'm glad you said that. That show is, shout out to that show. It is fucking hilarious. They're doing a new, I think he's doing a third season.
Oh, really? That's good to hear. Yeah. So that's great. And then like just live show. Like, I think that's like a big thing with improv is like, you're not going to see much of it on like streaming or TV or anything. You got to just like go watch it live and see what happens. And I feel like improv is either like amazing or terrible. There's like rarely like an in between. But that's like part of what's awesome and fun about it.
Are there specific comedians that you would say have influenced you?
Oh, for sure. I mean, more recent cast. I mean, I guess was on it forever, but Kate McKinnon is a huge, person for me. And
Kate
then
Phoebe
Waller-Bridge with Fleabag. That's like, I'm like, if I could do a one woman show and show like that, I think she's just brilliant. Like toes the line between comedy and drama and all that. She's a huge person. And then I love, I said earlier, Steve Martin and Martin Short. They've been like, just like kind of grew up obsessing over them.
Yeah. Do you watch Only Murders?
I'm obsessing over my bottom left corner here.
What the fuck is Chuck doing?
Is he doing the WAP music video dance?
It's the vitamin he took out of the figgle. What is it? What is that shit you taking? The figgle?
Fish oil, milk thistle.
The thistle. The thistle weed. The thistle. Really feeling that thistle.
And the prevention is better than the cure. Okay, shout out to nutrition. All right.
Oh my God.
Big on vitamin. But I'm every episode, like there's a point where I'm sitting on my butt and I just gotta.
You gotta get your wiggles out. I get it.
You gotta get your wiggles out. Yeah, that's what you tell kids.
Yeah, you gotta get your wiggles out.
Get your wiggles out.
No, I'm a substitute teacher by day, so sorry if I talk as if I'm talking to children.
That's awesome.
But
yeah, I saw that on your reel. You're not like other teachers.
Yeah, not like other teachers. I don't love it.
I got wiggles. I do got wiggles.
Yeah, I got the wiggles.
We really appreciate you answering these, these hard-hitting, these difficult,
these hard-hitting questions. Of course,
terribly intrusive questions. But we're about to segue into, probably our favorite segment we like to do here at Great Morning, and that is, of course, the word of the day. Word of the day. So, how the word of the day works, Sarafina, is can you see Jimmy's screen there? Let me ask you that first of all.
Yes.
Take a look. So you see that? That is an old Webster's dictionary that's been passed down.
That's insane.
Family for probably thousands of years, right, Jimmy? Thousands of years.
Scores.
Holy shit.
So
that's huge. How much does that weigh?
That's the first time I've ever seen it.
It's the size of Chuck's thistle daily intake.
And you know what?
Oh my God.
The listeners,
dropped on your head.
I'm now going to admit that this is an old dick. Wow, look at the
it's an old dick.
Yeah. If you sneeze on that motherfucker, it's gonna fall off. That's it.
So So how the word of the day works, I'll say it for you, and just in case any new listeners have come on, is Jimmy's going to open that big old dick. That's what we like to call it, the big old dick. He's going to open it up. He's going to put his finger down on a random page, and he's going to lift his finger up, and whatever his finger landed on will be your word of the day. Then you are going to have to use that word in a sentence. Don't worry, Jimmy will give you the definition. If it's an archaic word, I will give a modern day definition. We'll spell it for you, and then you give your sentence.
Okay.
What we grade the sentence on is how funny it was, how creative it was, and of course, if you use the word correctly. And then at the end of the season, we've been doing this for 2 years now. So for the last 2 seasons of all our guests, which could range from like 20 people, 30 people, we make a top 10 list of the sentences. And then the number one winner usually goes home with like a pretty sweet ass trophy or some other prize. So,
incredible.
Yeah, so there is
I'm
chance.
extremely competitive and I love trophies. So.
Me too. That's why I'm still salty about my loss.
Chuck has lost twice.
I'm still salty.
You got on the top 10 list though every time, at least. Dude, there's some guests that don't even get on the top 10 list.
That's incredible. Top 10. I mean, I'd say most guests.
I've been top 5.
Get on the top 10 list.
Yeah, Chuck's been top 5.
It's not that you're bad, Chuck. It's just that you didn't win.
Yeah.
You're not a winner.
No, it's not that you're a winner. You're just a different type of loser. Yeah. But now you're on the show as a guest, so you beat them off.
Yeah. Beat them off. So, Sarafina.
Just kidding. I love you.
Are you ready for your word of the day?
Okay, I'm ready. I am so ready.
Awesome. Well, Jimmy, whenever you're ready.
All right, let's verify. So
yes,
you guys
again,
know
no one ever thinks you're cheating.
Everyone thinks I'm cheating.
For 2 years now, we see this. No one ever thinks you cheat.
Yeah, that book is insane. I feel like whatever you pull out of it is legit.
It's weird. Every time I open it, like portal opens up somewhere, some monks start seeing it. It's a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
See ghosts.
Be delicate with the old dick. All right. There you go.
She's open, boys.
There you go.
It's open. So delicate. So dainty.
Ready?
Here we go.
Here it is. Indiaman.
Endearment?
Indiaman. Indiaman.
Endearment.
Indiaman.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Indiaman.
That's not a word.
You gotta be
Indiaman. INDIAMAN. A vessel in the India trade. A large vessel belonging to the East India Company.
Oh.
Indiaman.
Okay. All right, I was about to say.
Indiaman.
So everybody,
it's the thing.
So the modern day, I looked up modern day definition. It's a ship that was used. It's so a general name for any sailing ship operating under charter or license to any of the East India trading companies of the major European trading powers in the 17th through the 19th centuries. So it's the
Indiaman.
Yeah, so
it's
almost
a ship.
It's
okay, but they no longer exist, really.
They no longer exist, and the proper way to say it is literally like you're saying India, and then you're saying man, but it's together.
India man.
India.
Okay.
Man.
Oh man, this is going to be a good one.
So
I don't know.
There's your word. So wow. Okay.
And I'm supposed to use it in a sentence correctly since I know the definition.
Yes.
Okay. India man. It goes from somewhere to Europe, India to Europe.
So yeah, they were trading ships for the East India Trading Company that traveled around all the European trading powers from the 17th to the 19th centuries.
Nice.
Okay, perfect. I'm just buying time. I don't think it's going to make my sentence any better or any worse.
You're stalling.
The boys and I all hopped on the India man and jetted off to Europe for the weekend. Period. That's my
all right. Hell yeah. There you go.
It was a claim more than a statement, but we did it.
It did make sense. The boys.
It technically made sense.
Hey boys, we're going to India, man.
We're going on.
Who's to say that they're not gonna on the India man to Europe? I mean, I'm sure someone said it at some point in the 1700s.
Yeah,
they
had to. There's probably a traveler somewhere in time. Somebody at some point was like, "Hey, I'm here to meet like I don't know, I'm supposed to get on an India man," you know? And it was like,
yeah, because I'm going to Europe.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Why would you want to get on the India man? Nah, it's not. It's not. I want to get on a man. I'm on the India man. Exactly. What are you doing over here trying to get on the India man?
Is this who's
like
on
men over
first?
there? Do you
This
like
is like
men?
who's on first, huh?
Huh?
He just created the new Who's on First.
He just created the new who's on first.
Speaking
Where's
of,
the India man?
I kind of got a game.
Oh, you do. So whoa.
Whoa.
So we got time for a Jimmy's game, huh? Is that what you're saying?
I'm with it.
Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I was looking at you guys for validation.
Oh yeah, sure. Should I do my opening, my new opening for Jimmy's games?
You have one? Yes.
You got one?
No, it was what I did last time.
Yeah.
That's it.
Every time you do it, your mic bleeds out. Is this something?
Oh, it does?
This is the thing you cut out right after the sex sound.
Oh.
All we heard was the sound.
Oh, well, okay. Here, I'll just do it like this. You ready? This is gonna be awesome. You ready? It's time for Jimmy's game.
If I had 0 rabbits, how long would it take me to get this many rabbits out of no rabbits?
What the fuck?
We'll take it back to the shop. We gotta work on
It was like
That's
it was like an ASMR.
That's all I got
Yeah.
for today. I'm
Welcome
sorry.
to Jimmy's game.
Just
Welcome to Jimmy.
Murmsy, do I have the
Essential.
power to share my screen?
No, you do not, but you will in a second. If
I
you,
need the power.
I will give you the power. You now have the power.
I have the power.
All right.
This
fantastic.
This is the India man.
All
We
right.
are going to use this
All
power.
right.
Okay. I'm gonna touch you there. Huh? All right, share screen. Let's go. Bam. Can everybody see this? Want to hit share? What up?
It's moving.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
You see that?
Mm.
Do you see that?
Shit, look, she's like, oh, I gotta leave.
Sarafina.
I'm sick.
Sarafina.
Just kidding. I'm not.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Because we are going to create a quick little segment here. We are going to,
Okay.
if you're down, do a little bit of improv.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, we're
Okay.
doing improv, not a Jimmy's game.
Nah, we're doing improv. That's my game.
There's a whole other jingle.
That's his game.
Nah, we're gonna do the improv game.
Okay, I'm just for the editing team. I'm just saying, there's a different jingle they got to throw in there. That's it.
Would
That's
you
all.
just, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna blend the jingles. We'll play them at the same time. We'll have the Jimmy's game on the left. We'll sequence the improv to the right, and we'll just get in there.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell them that.
All right. So
Are you
here-
guys you guys are participating too, correct? This isn't
Yes.
a solo.
I guess
Perfect.
so. Once
what
Jimmy's
we're-
game comes out, he just makes the rules, so we gotta listen.
I'm about to lay it down the law.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, in the wild west of the internet,
Okay.
on the lines. Okay.
Okay.
So this is how we're gonna rock it. We are each going to pick a character, right? For example, you
Okay.
might just meet D-Bag tonight or today or this morning, wherever you are in the world, right?
Okay.
And once, but like with all improv, you just kind of go into it, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna
Mhm.
generate a location, and then we're gonna generate a word, and we're gonna build this little scene, and we are going to take characters that are not us, and we're going to create a quick little sketch comedy.
Okay.
I'm obsessed. Let's do it.
Ready?
I feel very
I'm twerking my shoulders. I'm so excited.
I mean, this is, I don't know. I feel not prepared. I mean, Sarafina is here. She's
Perfect.
like an actual comedian. So like, I don't like
I'm gonna judge you guys so
we're-
hard.
yeah, we're going to be,
Oh.
we got to bring out our best game here. I guess.
Oh, you better be
judge us.
fucking good.
I mean, Murms, if you want, you could play the role of Christian Murmur, the host of Great Morning, the podcast, and you could be.
And what? It sounded like that sentence wasn't finished.
There's a lot of awkward pauses in this.
No,
episode,
I
isn't it?
I
feel
know,
like
I thought-
just
I
keep,
did-
like
it-
my train of thought is like.
You were literally in the middle of a sentence and just cut yourself off. I was.
No, do you want to be? Do you want to play yourself?
But then if you're
Maybe-
bad, yourself is bad. Just-
Yeah, that. Well, I've been told that already. So
Maybe you could bring us back
okay.
to. You could be what's the grounding, right? You could be the
Yeah, you
grounding.
can be. You're the serious man.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just be Christian Murmur, the podcast host, and I'll talk with all you crazy characters.
Loser. Just kidding.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Here we go. Location. Where is that? Carousel.
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 On a carousel.
So you know,
Okay.
like you ever been on the horses and they go around the circle? And they go
So we're
up
on a
and down.
carousel.
Yeah.
We're on a carousel. That is the location. And we are a guitarist and a roadie are on a carousel. That's the relationship between a guitarist and a roadie.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be the. I guess I'll be the roadie. I'll be a roadie, right? Anybody want to be a guitarist?
Where the fuck is Chuck?
Where did Chuck go?
Chuck?
Chuck is muted and gone.
Chuck
Okay,
better get his
and
ass
then
back in here.
We have. We are inside.
I'm just making sure that I gotta, be a character.
Oh, he's getting dressed. I see.
Fair.
Okay, he's getting into it.
Murms, are you writing this? Are you scribing this?
Oh
Okay.
no, but I can. Okay, so I got guitar.
So right now we're inside somewhere on a carousel, right? And two friends, one's a guitarist, one's a roadie, are there. And then I feel like we're missing something. What are we missing, Sarafina, to make this a whole thing? Which button should I hit?
Give us another relationship, because the next person can come as that.
And then we got
astronomer.
Okay.
Meteor.
All right.
Okay.
So Chuck, do you want to be the guitarist?
I feel like Chuck should be the astronomer.
The
I was
vibe that he's
also
got
thinking
going.
Chuck
Left
should be the
field.
astronomer.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Chuck, you're an astronomer.
Like yeah.
I'll be a roadie.
Cool.
Great. Sarafina. Can we call you Sarah?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Sarah, you're the guitarist. Okay.
Cool.
And we're all let's say we're all
On a carousel.
all on a carousel.
Okay.
And then we're inside.
And inside.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
We're inside on a carousel.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, and a resident somewhere. Okay. All right. Whatever. All right.
Now we just keep getting
much.
words.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
All right.
Wait. What the fuck was that camera that popped up?
No, don't worry about it. It's an extra word. What's an extra word?
Okay.
Don't worry about it. All right. So
All
we're
right.
on a carousel.
We're on.
And I'm a
Murmsy-
podcast host.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We're gonna create this audio show for the people. You guys
All
ready?
right, here we go.
Let's see what happens.
Let's do some improvisational comedy. Let's do some improvisational comedy.
Wow. I mean, I'm rarely ever on a carousel anymore, but this is, I have to admit, this is a lot of fun. Who are you people? Why are you on this carousel today?
Not really sure. I don't.
No. You speak. You go.
Nah, I mean it's cool. It's all right. I'm kind of used to carousels and being around a lot of things that are just going round and round, like as if my life had no end. Hey, that's
When
a nice
we
guitar.
travel as a band, he has a request, Johnson, that we go visit the best carousels in the city. It's kind of it's hard. We're away from home. We're away from family. I'm like, okay, if that's a little simple thing I can do for you to go ride a little carousel, I'll do that because I appreciate all the work he does for me.
So
Yeah,
you
it's
guys
true.
are in a band. I see. So I was just saying, I was just trying to be polite to the other people here, but I see now we're getting into a full-on conversation. And, I was just trying to be like, hey, good morning, But
I mean, look, man, you ever been on?
Well, we like to connect.
Yeah, you ever been on
Yeah.
the road? You ever been on the road like this? You're just going straight so much. Sometimes it's best to just go, around and round.
Well, yeah. When I was a child, I took a road trip with my family, but that was more for vacation. I wasn't on the road performing like you. I'm assuming both of you have been doing.
Whenever I was a child,
Yeah, that's what we.
printed off in the factories. They, my first job was actually in an amusement park, and that was my first road trip. It was miserable. I was on a carousel for a solid 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh,
Mine too. My first job was on a carousel. And I remember when we stopped at the top, and I was looking off at the stars and shit. And I was like, damn, I want to study that. I wonder what them stars are doing.
You did.
Because I was watching Lion King back in the 90s.
Oh.
And they were talking about the great kings was in the sky and shit. And I just really wanted to know if that was true. So I picked up a book and I was reading, and it was actually balls of gas.
Yeah.
Well, the coolest thing is Karen over here. Karen, she's a guitarist, and she used to play some very, amazing melodic sounds on the carousel as, we're looking for kings in the sky, together, friendships. And, Karen was pretty amazing,
I actually, that's how I started, was writing the songs. You know, when the carousel moves and it plays little tunes, that's me.
Yeah.
I play those. Yeah.
Oh, so you made carousel music.
It was the first song I'll never.
Well, but now I play everywhere.
Yeah.
But that was how I got my start, was playing jingles for carousels.
Wow. I mean, that's interesting. I always wondered how, like, who writes the music for carousels?
Me.
So you be doing carousel concerts and shit?
Yeah. No, that's a lot of. You would be surprised by the amount of people that come out to listen to their favorite songs from carousels.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I would be surprised.
We got a really good fan base.
She's really good.
You'd be surprised.
Good. She's really good. You know, it's good. You'll get a real 360 of the audience.
Yeah. That's why it's important to have a good roadie, because you got to make sure that all of the bits and pieces are in their bits and pieces.
Yeah. Wow. So you're. Oh, I'm sorry. Sir, what is your name?
Oh, I'm Clyde from the South Side.
Clyde.
Yeah. I studied astronomy when I was in the pen.
That's all he could really see at the time. It's not your fault,
I got my degree when I was in the joint, and they had a program to help me join. Yeah. So I joined this subdivision of NASA that the prisoners, we can be astronomers. So I tried to find out if the aliens are real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when they come, I got something for their motherfucking ass.
Oh my God! Whoa,
that's a pistol. It's a real gun.
Well, we are on a children's carousel here. Please, you probably don't need to.
Well, I'm here to protect. I protect the kids. So I'm here, and I study the planets.
Yeah.
I
understand that.
Yeah, and I'm watching them. All the time, just to make sure that the aliens don't open up their underground tunnels and shit in Mars and then come out to Earth so I can blast their motherfucking ass. I'm waiting on them.
So what my only question then for you, sir, is how does being on a carousel help with that, with your your astronomy undertakings?
I'm just here with my little 15 kids.
Oh, okay. You're just here. I'm just
spending some time. I'm just spending some time with them. You know what I mean?
That's that. Of all the things I've seen so far, that makes the most sense. So thank you for.
Yeah, all my baby mamas are down there. You know, they watching Shaniqua, Shatifa, Shatanya, Jessica, Jeffrey. She used to be. She changed. She transitioned.
Okay.
Oh my God! Do you see that up there? Do you see that? Is that a? What is that thing shooting over here towards the planet? What is that?
Oh, you gotta tell us what it is. That's why you're here.
That's why you gotta tell us.
Don't trip. I got a telescope.
We have.
God damn it.
You gotta act fast, because it's coming.
It's coming.
It's
coming.
It's
frequently fast. What is going on over here?
Oh, that's that meteorite.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just coming past.
Is it?
Did you know? Yes. No, it's not gonna hit. It's not gonna hit. You know, when meteorites coming towards Earth, the protective film that protects Earth burns up the damn meteorites.
Oh.
Yeah, so
that was actually the first song that me and Karen produced was "Burning in the Ozone" on the
We have a proposition for you, Sir Astronomer. We have been looking to beef up our act. We think that we're kind of missing a little bit of stage direction, and I think that like a glimpse into the sky could really be nice to do. What we're proposing, I'll call it fate that we met you here today, is that you come on the road with us. I know you have a lot of children and attachments here, but you could leave them for just a moment and come with us, design our stage, make it kind of look like we are in the sky with the gods, as you say.
Wow.
You can turn us down. There's no pay, but there's a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And anyway, you can think on it. We do leave tomorrow.
I gotta ask from my probation officer.
Okay.
But this is my first time meeting my kids, so it's okay. I mean, they're gonna be all right.
There's no attachment. Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah, no attachment over here. It's just not. I don't think it's understanding the full scenario of what could possibly be. You know, I was really hoping there was, some burning fiery stuff. But at the same time, we've been on the carousel now for about 2 minutes, going round and round.
Yeah. It's been going
And,
around.
You know, we wanted to open up a song that we've been working on. We've been working on a song.
Oh, good.
When did my accent change? I don't know.
I think when I came in, that's the good thing. A good roadie
It's
changes to the mood of the room.
yeah.
And I got the best
100%.
roadie.
100%.
And the accent, of course, changes to the mood of the room. I love that.
That's what I mean. The accent does to make everybody feel at ease.
Karen, hit the riff for me, Karen. I'm gonna bring out the music.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Right.
Do 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 do
Oh,
do 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 do.
I want the meteorite
Do do do
to burn down the kids in the night sky. Meteorite.
Do do
Round and round.
do
Fuck these plastic bags. Meteorite.
do
I got an astronomer looking in the night sky.
do
Meteorite.
do.
I'm sorry. I know this is shit, but I'm literally filled with shit right now. Somebody is probably gonna set me on fire in a little bit.
Yeah, I see that you are an actual paper bag.
I'm a real. You're talking to the one and only real paper bag.
Oh, D-bag, is it
People
you?
underestimate the work of paper bags.
Yeah, that's
Pristine.
that is true. Yeah, absolutely.
It can hold a lot of shit.
Hold everything you need.
all
You
the
know-
shit you need.
You know, when we was in the pen locked up,
Yeah.
we used to use paper bags as currency. Because we could, yeah, it's currency. So you're a valuable piece to the environment.
Wow. I
After
figured
this,
cigarettes were.
we could all go to the pen. You know, after this together.
Now, fuck that, I ain't going back.
You want to go to jail? Oh man, hey, please put your gun away, please.
Because I mean,
There's children here.
if you take on the offer of coming to join our band, we could give back to the community. Play our introduction song
Mm-hmm.
of burning in the atmosphere for some of your friends
You're right.
that might not have tried to kill you in the past.
You know, I have a question for Karen. Your name is right. Am I getting that right?
Yeah.
Your name's
Yep. Yeah.
So you said before that you're a guitarist. I was interested in that riff you just did for that song you guys just performed.
Oh,
What-
for sure. Yeah.
How'd you do that? What was that? Like, what kind of a guitar riff was that?
So that was actually a mouth guitar riff.
guitar.
That's
Yeah.
something that I kind of that I do that not a lot of guitarists do. Is I utilize the mouth to do guitar sounds. So that was just like a standard do do do, and you can kind of put different inflections on them on the different do's. And I've found that that's really popular in carousel music. It puts people at ease when if you're ever wondering how to approach someone in a social situation, come up with a do do do, and they're immediately at ease.
They're immediately at ease.
I mean, it's very
Yeah.
it's a portable instrument too, Karen. Right? We was talking about.
Yeah, no, it makes it easier. Like it's cost efficient. It's easier to travel around. Like you could. That's the thing. Like you asked me to play a song, and I was able to right here on this carousel. If I was one of those traditional guitarists, then I wouldn't have my instrument.
Yeah.
But I do because I'm a mouth guitarist.
We don't.
That
The
would
real
be
instruments are overrated anyway. That's just sold forever.
Yeah, it's very 2000.
Yeah.
You think they'll let me freestyle over the beat in the carousel?
And probably.
Yeah, you know.
Carousels are very open environments. People are very open on carousels. I have found. I've met some of my best adult friends on carousels.
Adult friends, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I can open up for you on your carousel concert.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be an opener. So long as you agree to also design our stage, I would love to let you kind of have a moment with music as well.
Oh yeah, we can design the stage. Oh, that'd be dope.
You know, like the carousel right now is blurry everywhere around, and
Blurry.
It's a fucking carousel inside this goddamn playpen of a place for 3-year-olds, and we're writing for them to be like. There's you see Timmy over there? Look at little Timmy. There he is.
Okay.
There he is again. There he is.
Yeah, I see him.
Who's passing?
Timmy's right there.
It's a very fast carousel.
Wow, I have noticed that it is going very fast.
Timmy, this is
Speed of light.
for you.
So I have a question for the band then. So you said that carousel concerts are extremely popular, right?
We're on it right
Yeah,
now.
very.
Yeah.
Very popular. So like how many people like come out to see a carousel concert?
Oh, we get anywhere from like 32 to 48. Like that's not even exaggerating. We get that like consistently. Like, and it's pretty impressive the way that people turn up for these things.
Are you saying just 38 people, or did you mean like 3,800 or 38,000?
No, I don't appreciate you putting just in front of the word 32.
I'm sorry.
Because it is, I mean, okay, if think about it this way, if 32 people walked into your house, if you're sitting eating dinner and 32 people walked into your house, would that be a lot of people?
It's a lot of people.
It would.
I think it's a lot of people.
Exactly. And that's the kind of perception we've got for our concerts.
Yeah,
Murm, and I'm on the team, so now I take offense to it.
Yeah, I apologize.
Thank you so much.
but,
I appreciate you jumping on him like that. That's
Okay.
You don't want to see
the right
me.
person.
Oh God.
You don't want to see him get mad.
Don't do it. He
I don't
breathes
wanna
into
deal
me.
with it.
I'm sorry. Who are you, guy?
Oh well,
You just get on. Wait, I'm sorry. You just get on carousels and interview people. I mean, you're looking at us like we're weird, but that feels like kind of like a weird thing of you.
When you say it like that, which is really the only way to say it, it does sound very strange. I am a podcast host where we also, on the podcast, we probably have up to 32 listeners as well.
Just 32 listeners.
Just 32 listeners.
Just 32.
That's what I wanted
So
to
the reason I'm asking is because do you think those 32 to 48, like you said, when they come to see the carousel performance, do you think they're actually like listening to the performance, or they just want to get on the carousel?
No, they're coming for us. I know that for certain.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
100%. The only reason I know is because, recently it's been the same people. Did you see that guy over there with the red shirt?
Yeah.
The guy right there again.
We just saw him last week in Des Moines. So if you're trying to tell us he's not a fan,
yeah,
then how is he two places?
He's been following us around, handing out our tickets to kids, making sure all the kids are viewing us for 30 seconds, just 30 seconds.
Wow.
So that's our time. And then we come out with our beautiful instruments, vocals, and us. I'm a bag in the wind, baby.
And now they about to have me dropping these hot bars on this carousel music.
I'm still confused, like how an astronomer is going to transition into dropping hot bars, as you said, sir. Right? How are you how are you going to transition? Have you rapped before? Have you sang before?
Yeah, I used to rap in the pen.
In the pen, okay.
Yeah, and I used to have like 15 people surrounding me, like oh.
Yeah.
Just 15 people.
Yeah, and I'm already about to be famous because I just discovered a new galaxy. It's called.
Oh, really? Wow. That's
right.
That's actually incredible.
Yeah.
And he's gonna reveal it on your podcast. So.
And I'm bringing more people, more fire. The galaxy right now ain't got a name, but its number is N4672-769-2345. I got it.
It's actually the serial number tatted on the back of my asshole.
What? Okay.
Wait a minute.
Weird that you just randomly came
Is
up
there a front of your asshole?
It's
You said back of your asshole. Is there a front?
Yeah, there's. It's like you see my eyebrows. You see where my eyebrows are.
Yeah.
You know this.
Yeah.
You just put your your.
I know, but they don't know
brushes.
it. That's why
Yeah.
I'm asking so you can
Of
teach
course,
our podcast guy.
It's actually you think there's only one hole on a brown paper bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the front of my asshole is actually also the back of my asshole, depending on what.
It's more like the top or bottom, depending on how you
Don't cry.
hold it.
Don't cry.
Why is this
It's
guy
not
crying?
it's not that you're not original. It's a matter of just don't read numbers off the back of my asshole. I'm gonna name it Galaxy.
I don't want to hear about no more assholes.
You know what? I already don't want to know why you don't want to hear about assholes.
Is this why we can't go back to play the song for your friends?
I
Because
want
Karen
you-
over here has got a beautiful melody of assholes.
I
Karen, you
don't-
remember that song you had to cheer people up when they had bad things involved with their...
I don't want to
assholes?
hear why you're upset.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta
Talk about
help it up. You're
assholes.
from prison.
Oh no. The carousel is ending. It's stopping.
Yeah, it's stopping. Wow.
But we'll stay together. We'll stay. You come with us, and you can tell us all about it.
I can come.
It doesn't end. We invited you forever.
Yeah. Am I invited forever or no?
No.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh,
Good.
shit.
Because I'm going to protect your asshole.
Personal. We just don't want. You're just not vibing with our band.
Yeah, I apologize. I try to do my best, to interview people for the podcast, but I apologize for my lack of believement in a lot of
Contributions.
things you guys have said.
Well, it's been good. It's been real. I got another carousel to go to on the road. So
Yeah, of course.
Karen,
Well,
you ready to
all
go?
right.
You ready to get up out of here, Karen? You ready to get out of here?
Let's go. Let's do it. Hop on
Astronomer
my
guy, just know you lost your chance.
What? I was going to protect your asshole on the road.
Oh, well then in that case, you're with the band.
He can come.
That was quick.
He's with us.
Let's do some improvisational comedy. Let's do some improvisational comedy.
All right, we're done. Jeez.
That was way longer than I thought.
Oh, wow. Well, that was
So,
something.
rolled.
that was
We did
fun.
it. We rolled with it.
That was fun.
Yeah.
We roll with it.
Yeah.
Now, as an improvist, I know.
Yeah, I was very
I wanna give
nervous, honestly.
As a-
I wasn't expecting.
I want to give a little bit of feedback on us, and then as an improv, I want your actual professional critique. So some things
boy. Okay.
I know in improv it's important to, like you kept saying, set the stage, right? Like get on the ride with us, set the stage. And I was hoping we could flow into more of like a story or of like us acting out the scene. I don't think we ever got there. I don't think we ever got there. We couldn't get past the self stories.
It was a lot of tell not show, which given our parameters that we are on a computer screen, it's hard to do the show not tell. I mean, because that's the whole thing. Like, show us, don't tell us. We're doing a lot of telling, but like, it's to our credit, hard to do on a Zoom.
That's
that
why
would be
it's interesting listening to them on Comedy Bang Bang, because that's all like you literally have to use your imagination when they're like in character.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, first, any other feedback from you? You were on a run.
I wanted to say real quick, I was wondering how long Jimmy was going to have you do what were you doing? What were you? Yeah, I was wondering how long Jimmy would keep doing the song and make her do that.
I was like, where is it? Oh, wait. Yeah.
I was like, how long is she gonna have to do that for? Jesus.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it'd come back so I could spit some bars. But it
that was fun. I had fun. It was fun. I'm just not.
That's the thing. It was fun. Was it a great scene? Would I write it down? Probably not. But it was fun, and it was weird as hell.
I do like the idea of people stuck on a carousel, though. That could be interesting.
Yeah, I love the idea of like carousel concerts.
That was funny.
That's a weird, or like people meeting in that setting. Also, a carousel podcast, not a bad idea. I mean, you'd probably get arrested for being someone who lurks on carousels, but like sitting on a carousel and then like interviewing people,
asking tough questions.
That'd be really good or really bad.
Yeah.
Kind of like comedian in cars.
Yeah.
Except for like
children on carousels.
Yeah, there's children, and they didn't know we were coming with microphones. So
yeah, maybe no.
And all you hear in the background is Connor. Put that down, Connor. Put that down.
That's all we're gonna hear.
Goddamn Connors.
I also am happy that it ended before Chuck brought up the asshole. I was like, yeah, all right, we're not doing that one.
Yeah.
So what were you trying?
The carousel stopping.
What were you trying to do with your improv? What was your goal? Like, what were you thinking about? Like, yeah.
Well, so I was like, okay, it was like the elements were all over. So I was just trying to like ground it a little bit, like make sense of why we're together, like focus on the relationship. And then, cause that's like a big thing, focus on the relationship. And then when you mentioned like astronomy, I was like, okay, what's the big day when? Like, why are we watching this moment right here, right now? Like big day when. So it was like kind of, okay, here's the big pitch. You're gonna join us. We're gonna be now a threesome, you know? And so it was like that was kind of the direction I was trying to steer it. Of like, okay, today is the moment when we add a third to our band. That's the big day when. And then like kind of explain our dynamic, like why we're on the road together and why we perform on carousels. But I was also just trying to, I mean, it's been a minute since I've done like true improv.
Yeah.
In like not in someone's style or game at a like specific place. And so I was also just trying to like work the muscle of like, oh, it's going this direction. Okay. I'm saying yes, I'm going here. It's going this way. I'm gonna say yes and go here, you know? Just trying to just be open to that.
Yeah, 100%.
If it makes you feel any better, I've never done improv, so I don't know if anyone noticed, if anyone could tell, but
you were great. You were a great straight man.
Yeah.
You kept us grounded.
There we go.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
I like it. I like your muscles now showing, Chuck. I like how you're flexing.
Those
on
are
it. Look at that. Yeah, what are you doing? You flexing on us now?
Milk
I mean, well, milk thistle is for your kidneys.
Also, is that a real gun you had? Because at one point you flipped it and
I hope
dropped
it's a
it,
real gun.
and I
I
hope it's
know.
not fucking loaded.
It should be.
No,
real.
it's empty. It's empty.
Yeah.
And yes.
Okay, thank God.
All of everything, even when I was doing it, it was always empty anyway. Remember Becky?
You seem like a safe guy.
Get Becky. Yeah, but no, this is Django.
Okay.
What's that?
Welcome.
It's a 9mm. It's an XD9. So it's in my
I
drawer
know
at
all
all
of
time.
those words.
I have daughters, so I will pew pew anybody who wants to come through.
Pew, pew.
How many daughters do you have? We heard about the one practicing their smile.
Yeah, and I have a 1-year-old little daughter who
That's so
is
sweet.
probably gonna be me exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be a little me. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna be roasting each other. It's gonna be great. But yeah, I thought it was great improv. I mean, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Chuck, give us some feedback.
It was improv.
You shocked the shit out of me when D-Bag showed up.
I know sorry, I hate to do this. I know we've probably got like another 20 minutes for the podcast here, but I know Sarafina, you were saying you had to leave early, right?
I do have to go.
Yeah.
But this was really nice and so wonderful to meet you all.
Yeah, of
This was
course.
really great.
And we'll still have your last minute plugs, at the end of the episode. We'll find a way to shoot those out. But I know you're in a rush, so we'll talk
I do
soon.
got a jet, but okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
It was awesome having you on.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so wonderful. Let's see.
She's so dope.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, she's awesome.
So we're still looks like we're still recording. Murms.
Yeah,
So-
we're still we're still gonna record because I know there's a few things I want to talk to you guys about. Oh man,
Chuck,
I
wait,
was
wait, before we do that, before we talk about that, right? Because Chuck, I gotta ask, what the gun, right?
I was trying. So I like to put two things that don't match together. Like
No, I loved it.
And
I
a
loved
thug ass astronomer that went to jail that got 15 kids. Like you would never see that in your life.
How funny would it have been if you just started shooting the gun into like the stars of the sky or something? That would have been hilarious. And Murms was
That
really over
would've-
here interviewing. Murms was like, "Hey, so what's it called?" I was like, "Okay, this is entertaining. It's pretty cool."
He said, "Oh, that's a gun."
I was like,
is a weapon.
I wasn't expecting that to come out, so I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit,
It's real. It's empty. I'm
That
safe.
is a full weapon right there.
Yeah.
That is
I never used the prop gun. We did the scene, me and Jimmy, we did the sketch that's called Chad and the Cops, and Chad was running away from the cops. He had
Yeah.
cocaine, he had a cocaine filled blow up doll, and I was a cop and I pulled him over and I shot the blow up doll as he was running away trying to shoot him, and
Yeah.
cocaine flew all over the place. And when cocaine flew all over the place, I actually had a real gun in the back of Jimmy's head.
Oh yeah,
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
That was funny though.
Yeah.
I missed
Yeah,
Topaz
that-
Cam. We got to reunite.
That was probably one of the better skits. I don't care what nobody
Yeah.
says.
This is kind of like.
Y'all,
Wait, I'm sorry. I hear
Oh.
someone. Hello.
What's going? Hi. Can you hear me? What's going?
Yeah, we can.
Can you see?
Yeah,
No, we can't see
What's
you.
going? Why are you even? Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Okay. I was not expecting to get on my portable computer and see 3 dazzling men. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
What a lucky Saturday for me. Okay. Happy birthday, me. Well,
well, I've had my macaroons. And
wow.
my
okay, so
macadamia.
he's a bougie boy. You eat macaroons?
No, my macadamias.
Yeah. Macadamia. Do you okay? I got to tell you about maca.
Yeah.
You have that?
Yeah.
You have maca root?
Maca.
What is maca?
Yeah, I've had my maca.
Maca. So okay, here's what you use it for. You can. I'll tell you what. It does taste like dirt. Okay.
Okay.
But it'll take your love life to another place. Okay.
Wow.
It will. It is it. I've read about it in a book about it, and I heard that it does make you more sexually interesting. That's what I have
sexually
heard.
interesting.
Chuck, is that
Sure,
in your
yeah.
alley? I believe that strikes your alley.
Yeah. I'm all about the vitamins, man.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. What is your name? I wasn't expecting someone else to come onto the
I'm Aunt
episode.
Carol. Yeah,
Okay.
or just Carol. But I just feel like so many people don't have good aunts. So I'm just like, I'll be there, Aunt.
I'll
be there, Auntie.
Aunt Carol.
Yeah.
Aunt Carol.
And how did you happen to get into this? I last I checked, I thought this was a private Zoom meeting. Not that we don't want you here, but we just weren't expecting it because we just recently had a guest, and we were probably actually gonna wrap up the episode soon. So how'd you get in here?
I'm so sorry. First of all, I'm so sorry.
It's completely fine.
I'm so. Oh, gee, I feel embarrassed about that. I'm staying with my niece, okay? Because I do actually have, because I'm an aunt.
Yes.
And I had to check my email, and I didn't have my tabletop computer. I didn't have that, so I asked her if I could get on hers. I opened it up. Lo and behold, 3 dashing men sweep me off my feet. I mean, you think I'm not going to take an opportunity for that? Heck no.
Gotta take the opportunity.
Shout out to the Mecca.
Yeah.
What's your email name?
Yeah, I had a whole quarter cup of it this morning. So I am reared up and ready to go.
Oh wow. Yeah. Where I understand that you have it sounds like, at least over the Zoom call, I could be hearing it wrong, but it sounds like you have some sort of an accent. Where are you from, Aunt Carol?
Well, I'm from it's very northern Minnesota, Bemidji, Minnesota.
Okay.
Have you heard of it?
I've heard of Minnesota, yes.
It's the Bemidji, though, that's the place that you got to know. Okay, it is the birthplace of Mr. Paul Bunyan.
Wow.
You know
I didn't
him?
know that. I have heard of him, yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've got a big old statue in the center of town. Mm-hmm. It is true to life of how tall he actually was. And it's right there. So Bemidji, Minnesota. If you ever come, you've got an auntie's couch to crash on.
Well, that's fantastic. What do you do up there? Like, what do you do for work or something? Like, what do you do for a living, Aunt Carol?
Well, that's it. I stay present. That's what I try to. That's my job, is to stay in the moment. And I found people have really taken a liking to my videos. I've recently gotten on Instagram, and I've just been posting some of my crafts and my recipes, like this shirt. I made this shirt. I heard this expression the other day. Someone said to me, they said, "You're a MILF." And I was like, okay, what's that? And then I put two and two together. Mothering is lots of fun. And I was like, okay, I'll put that on a shirt. Yeah. And so I've kind of been making my own. I make my own clothes. Yeah, I just kind of post tips for all people, just because I'm not a mom, but I still wear this because I think mothering is lots of fun.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for us today?
Okay. Well, do you have a specific region of your life that you are looking for tips in? Because I can give unsolicited advice, but I do like to specify it. What?
Yeah, Murmsy over here doesn't know his parents.
Oh, so it's me. All right, throw me in.
Okay, you don't know your parents. Okay. Now, has that always been the case? Have you always not known them, or is that a recent thing?
So it's
Not
been
knowing them.
more recent. It's weird. I lived with them for most of my life. I'm 25 years old now, and last year they said they were disowning me. So I no longer know them.
And you just feel like you don't know them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a thing that people go through, I have found. And I think the best thing to do for that, I would recommend, this is what I do. You kind of go to your favorite grocery store or your favorite mall, Kohl's, any of those places where you're going to be around a lot of just kind of mature, seasoned people, and find someone that you connect with, ask them a question. And here's the thing, most people will want to be your mom or dad. You just kind of ask them a question and connect. Absolutely. I think if you came up to me and said, can I come be your son? I would say absolutely. So I think that's kind of what you should do. Just kind of go find someone that you connect with. I mean, we do it with dating all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
For a partner, why can't you do that for parents? Is my thought. Okay, just because they disowned you. Okay, so what? Who cares?
Yeah,
go find a new one.
Okay, well, that's pretty sound advice. So if I happen to be in Minnesota where you are, and I said, hi, my name's Christian, can I be your son? You would say yes.
I'd say, okay, a Christian, absolutely. That's what I do for sure. Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
He is a Christian.
And I'm Christian. Well, actually,
I'd say you're the Christian.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're a Christian Jew.
Yes, it's
a Jewish
weird.
Christian. Interesting.
Yes.
That's why his parents haven't really spoken.
I was going to say his parents, maybe I don't agree with their choice to do that, but it sounds like maybe there was a little bit of contention.
Yeah, they were not straight people, like, in the head. They weren't thinking straight all the time. And Carol, it sounds like you're all of a sudden far away. I think
Can you still hear me now? Can you still hear me? If I'm here, can you still hear me now?
Now we can hear you. If you're you're very close to the computer screen, though. I don't know if that's comfortable for you.
Oh, I'm absolutely. I love connecting, so this is great for me.
So, and Carol, have you worn that MILF shirt you made for yourself? Have you worn that out in public?
Absolutely. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna wear something. I'm gonna make something like this that I'm not gonna take around town. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was like a walk around shirt, or how we have those shirts we just lounge around the house.
I'm sorry,
with.
if you put this on, you're not. There's some outfits that you put on and you say, okay, this has got to go out, and that's what this is. So
absolutely. Have you gotten any? Have people come up to you and talk to you about that shirt?
I get a lot of whoops, and hollers for it, for sure. Yeah, I don't have lots of people come up exactly to me, but people, they'll whoop as they pass. Because that's the thing. I think there's not enough representation for the MILF community, and so when people see it, they just love it. They laugh, they cheer. I think I'm making an impact.
So, and I'm sorry,
you're right. You are so right.
Thank you.
Everyone needs a speaker. Everyone needs the speaker. And you're the leader.
I'm the leader. Okay, now I'm blushing. I am a leader. I've always kind of identified that way, and I've not really gotten that. So I appreciate that. Carl, you hear that? They say I'm a leader. Okay, gotta tell my husband that.
You're the leader of the MILFs.
Number one MILF.
And what does MILF stand for again? One more time.
Mothering is lots of fun.
Mothering is lots of fun. Yes. Yeah. And then so you say that, but you've also said here that you yourself are not a mother. You act more like as an aunt to people, correct?
Yeah, I'm an aunt, but like I said to you, you're going to look for new parents.
Yeah.
And good luck on that journey, by the way. But just like you're looking for new parents, I'm always looking for new kids, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes I can be the aunt, and sometimes I can lay down the law like a parent, because you don't have kids doesn't mean you're not a mother.
That's right. Oh, Connor, put that down.
So you are, you can be, you can discipline your kids, is what you're saying. You
Absolutely,
said you lay down the law. How do you normally discipline these children?
I kind of do what was that? I do it like, what was that? And then it kind of gives them space to tell me, what was that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There's no timeouts or no
No timeouts or anything like that. I'm all about time in,
time in.
Yeah, I find normally if a kid's acting out, there's something going on inside that they want to talk about. So I say, what was that? And then they tell me what was that about.
These are your cats?
No, these are just different kids and cats for sure. Yeah, but cats are babies too,
Oh, so, wow. You have cats as well.
Two.
Okay. Yeah. And what are their names?
Peanut butter and jam.
Peanut butter and jam.
Well, how about that?
Well, how about that? That's so like, does one then have like like a light brownish kind of fur, and the others kind of?
No, they're both black. They're both black cats. Okay. Yeah, but I love peanut butter and jam, and I love my cats. So
wow. Okay. So you're not a dog woman then. You don't like the.
No, I have dogs too.
Oh, you do? Okay. How many?
It's not dogs or cat. It's not aunt or mom. You can be both things.
Yes, I forgot. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was a little bit short with you there. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. How many dogs?
I got a little bit mean. It can be sassy. How many dogs?
Yes.
I also have two. Sometimes I think the dogs and the cats have a little like romance thing going on because they're like double dating every day.
Wow.
It's raining. It's raining over there.
They could be. That'd be a little strange, but I mean, I guess, obviously that could happen. What are the dogs' names then?
Tucker and Tilly.
Tucker and Tilly. Okay. How'd you come up with those names?
There's a person on a TV show that I like whose last name is Tucker.
Yeah.
And Tilly, there's that little girl, Matilda, from the Genius Girl in that the documentary about that very smart girl. And I just thought, I think that is admirable. And so her name's Matilda. Her full Christian name's Matilda, but I call her Tilly.
Of course, yeah. That was a documentary you said? I don't think I've seen that. It's I thought maybe you were referring to, maybe it is a documentary, a 90s.
I think it is.
Yeah. About Matilda and then her father that looks. Right, she had a father that looked very similar to Danny DeVito, right?
It was Danny DeVito, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that must have been a documentary then.
He's a great actor, not a great dad.
Not a great dad. Oh no, if you saw that movie, you could tell.
He did have a lot of hard lessons to teach.
I guess. I mean,
You're a sympathizer for the dad.
Yeah, and not sending her to school and telling her not to read. What would the reasons be behind that, Chuck?
He still had good intentions. It was, you're gonna look at it weird, but yeah, he's got good intentions.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, I'm sorry, I just got a message. Jimmy, you said you gotta head out.
Gotta head out. But hey, it was really nice to meet you, Auntie.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, Auntie. That's it. Now I'm Auntie Carol. Okay, I'll be your aunt. What? Okay.
There you go. Do you want to do your last minute plugs right? Because we can just start wrapping the show up. We are at that time anyway. So you can, Jimmy, do you want to give your last minute plugs?
Great episode, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. Auntie Carol, it was a pleasure. Tell your niece, Sarafina, thank you for coming on the show. And I hope you have a successful email check.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, obviously. Yes, of course. Well, thank you, Jimmy, for coming on as always. And Auntie Carol, I'm surprised, you were even here this long. It's so, thank you so much for gracing us with
I do. I feel so bad. I got to go. We're going to go do some, we're going to go see some sites here in LA while I'm here.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy that a lot.
I'm sure I will.
Do you have, I know usually at the end of these episodes, I don't know if this is your first time on a podcast, but we usually do last minute plugs where you can shout out, like, I don't know, do you have like, say there's like a comedian you like on Instagram whose name happens to be like.
I gotta promote my niece. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Fina, so it's F as in Frank, I-N as in Nancy, _Ludlow.
Yeah.
And she's just great. So I'd say follow her. She sometimes posts some of my videos, which I really appreciate because I do.
Wow, that's sweet.
I'm trying to get kind of big on there. So that's where you can find both of us.
That's fantastic. Well, definitely. Yeah, that's a great plug. And Chuck, of course, do you have any last minute plugs for listeners?
Of course, follow Topaz Kane on Instagram and myself on Snapchat, Chubb's Way. Y'all want to start some streaks? I'm down for it. You know what I mean? But one of the lessons that you learn in Matilda from Matilda's dad is that life is not fair.
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
and you just got to make a way out of no way. Amen.
Yes. If that documentary taught you anything, it'll teach you that. And then, of course, before we get out of here, my last minute plugs are follow Great Morning _ the podcast on Instagram. That's where you get all your podcast information, new guests coming out, specials, all that. You can buy your merchandise at shopgreatmorning.com. On any podcast app you listen to us on, give us that 5-star or 100-star rating, whatever the fuck it is, all that. And thank you all for coming on. I love doing this episode and I love doing this podcast. Great morning.
Wonderful. Thank you, boys. First podcast.
Great morning.
Great morning. Great morning.
You're very welcome.
First 4-way. Okay. All right. I gotta go. Bye.
All right. Great morning.
Great morning.
Great morning.
Great morning.